Welcome back. Two San Antonio restaurants with a history of lower scores found themselves with plenty of corrections to make after health inspectors found violations during their May inspections. And another restaurant may wish to go back in time to avoid their mistakes. I went on a trip behind the kitchen door that includes 2 repeat stops. SA Cafe, located in the 20,000 block of Highway 281 North, got a 77 on their recent inspection. That's a big improvement over the failing 66 they had last year when they were featured on Behind the Kitchen Door. They were told to stop using a cooler that wasn't cool enough. There were live roaches and unapproved chemicals in the kitchen, including residential-grade pest control products and mothballs. Containers with food inside were stored on the floor. They also needed to do some cleaning and buy a new food permit or face being closed.
I'm Tim with KSAT 12 News. I do Behind the Kitchen Door. I wanted to follow up on your guys' recent inspection.
I stopped by this week to see if corrections had been made. The employee on duty was unable to answer my questions.
Have you all gotten the updated permit down here? Mm-hmm. Okay, I did see that back there. And then there was a roach issue.
Wait, I called my boss.
He called his boss, who also had to call someone higher up.
Oh, you work at the government?
No. I'm with KSAT 12, the TV station. We were just following up to see what happened.
Hold on. Let me call my boss too. Hold on.
No one called me back. I did see the new permit was posted, but the business still had not posted a copy of the current inspection report. This tattered flag welcomes guests to Bombshells in the 8400 block of Highway 151. They had a 79 last time we featured them. This time around, they dropped down to a 78. They had to throw out moldy sauces in a cooler. No one was washing their hands. One worker even changed gloves without washing hands. Chemicals were stored next to clean, ready-to-serve plates. Several items in a cooler were a month past their expiration dates. Several areas of the kitchen also needed to be cleaned. 10 violations were corrected during the inspection. Magic Time Machine in the 900 block of Northeast Loop 410 may wish they could go back in time to get a higher score. They were zapped with an 80. Food in a cooler that was out of temp had to be thrown out. Food containers stored as clean were still dirty. Several small roaches were seen emerging from a drain. 2 kitchen staffers were handling food without being certified. Several areas needed to be cleaned. That's what's happening behind the kitchen door. Tim Gerber, KSAT 12 News. Happening around America tonight, 4 people are dead after a mass shooting in Georgia, and police say the man who did it is still on the run. Officers say 40-year-old Andre Longmore shot and killed 3 men and a woman this morning in Hampton, Georgia, in a neighborhood there, that town about 40 miles south of Atlanta. Right now, police say they don't know a motive to the crime, and they do consider Longmore armed and dangerous. Several agencies now assisting in that search.
Residents all over Vermont are bracing for another round of storms tomorrow as they try to dry out their homes and businesses damaged by historic flooding over the last week. Those storms last week are to blame for 2 deaths so far. Federal support for Vermont is on the way after the request was approved by President Biden yesterday. The Secretary of Transportation will also travel to Vermont on Monday to survey the damage and help figure out plans to rebuild.
Former New Jersey governor and presidential hopeful Chris Christie has released his second quarter fundraising numbers. So far, he's raised more than $1.5 million from 40,000 different donors, which meets an important threshold. Having at least 40,000 donors makes him eligible to participate in the first Republican debate that'll be held next month. But before he can appear in that, he must also register at least 1% in major national polls from the early voting states. We'll see what happens there. Still to come on the Nightbeat, struggling to keep cool.
How a San Antonio ice cream shop is keeping its products cold in the extreme heat next.
All right, in this heat, keeping the ice cream cold and the AC running is a real struggle for all kinds of businesses, and a San Antonio ice cream shop is really struggling, especially when CPS has days that they're asking customers can conserve their power.
The Night Team's Avery Everett spoke to one business owner trying to do its part and stay open.
So we have a Dear Texas pecan.
Behind every flavor is a family recipe at Freshest Ice Creams.
It's part of the experience.
But owner Angela Cordoba is having trouble freezing her product in triple-digit temperatures.
All this part here, like getting melt.
She's relying on fans to help keep these freezers cool.
And I think you're buying one more.
Ice cream that's homemade, hand-scooped, and now, unfortunately, heating up.
For this hot summer, is getting too hot, even the freezer.
Ice cream is a staple to the summer heat, but so is CPS asking its users to conserve some energy to protect the power grid. Since the start of the summer this year, CPS has reported almost an equal number of green days to yellow days, and they say that's not going away anytime soon.
Summer hit us pretty quickly, and when you're looking at temperatures up in the triple digits, it's hot, it's uncomfortable.
James Taylor is an electrical project manager for John Wayne Service Company. He says usage of the power grid is peaking.
It's very worked.
But small changes like using fans can make all the difference.
Anything you can do to keep that AC system from continuously running is definitely not only going to help the grid, but it's going to help your electricity bill.
For now, Freshest Ice Creams is making do.
This is too much, but this is my season.
The thermostat may read 79 degrees, but Cordoba says she's going to keep on scooping.
Let's go, God. And here we go.
Holding a smile and hoping her business heats up, just like the temperature. Avery Everett, KSAT 12 News.
And of course, you saw that ice cream shop owner using fans to keep cool. That is just one way you can help conserve power and lower your electric bill during this summer of heat and all these high temperatures we're breaking. CPS also recommends closing the shades and blinds for windows exposed to direct sunlight, turning off and unplugging non-essential lights and appliances. And they say you should hold off on using those large appliances like the washing machine during peak demand hours on yellow power days. We have more energy conservation tips on our website right now over at ksat.com.
Here.
Adam Caskey doing a commercial telling us how to conserve some energy too.
Yeah, and have your ceiling fans counterclockwise. However, I did have one viewer point out that if you have the air ducts in your floor, which I know most people don't, but if you do, then to twist them, have them go the other way. Right? It makes sense because the air is blown upward. Anyway, so far this year, 21 100-degree days. We're going to keep tallying them up. We're going to compare it to this time last year, which was the hottest summer on record. And we do have more record high temperatures that are likely to fall. We're going to get to those and the newest drought monitor and a shift in our pattern that may give us a glimmer of hope for a slight chance of rain. We'll dive into it all in just a bit.
Welcome back.
Adam, I've run out of ways to say
I've got a topic. We had this story on the ice cream shop, right? It's hard to keep their freezers cool and chilled and whatnot, especially, and we're all trying to conserve energy. Wouldn't you just love to bathe in ice cream right now?
Oh yeah, that sounds fun.
I mean, come on,
refreshing.
Right?
cool and it not be like 90 some degrees. That would be nice too.
Yeah, good luck with that. Lake Superior, you got to go to Lake Superior. That's a true polar plunge. Even in the summer, it averages a temperature of about 34 to 37 degrees in Lake Superior. Need a plane ticket for that. Mm-hmm. Hey, around here, 21 100-degree days so far this year. By this time last year, we had 36 100-degree days. Obviously, we're a little behind, but we're going to keep tallying them up. That's for sure. 104, that was our high today. The record being 102. So we broke that record by 2 degrees, and it was last set back in 1989. 92 at the current hour. We're still feeling the heat. Now, the dew point's way up to 71. Luckily, earlier today, we saw those dew points drop down to near 60. That mitigated the feels like temperature and kept it really close to the air temperature. We're drying out a little bit now after weeks of the sun baking us, and that's preventing those really oppressive heat index values of 110 and above. Instead, it's going to feel like it's closer to 106 at times in the afternoon. High temperatures today. Phoenix, 118. Yeah, I know it's typically hot in the desert there, but that's a record high for Phoenix today. Las Vegas made it to 113, even Boise, Idaho, 101. Look at International Falls, Minnesota, 67. That's not far from Pickle Lake, Ontario, right? Remember they were talking about earlier in the newscast? The upper level high, the heat high, it's clearly anchored over the southwestern U.S. and then even bulges into Texas here. So it's influencing our weather. And this heat high is going to stick around. It's actually going to move back overhead for a brief period of time before it drifts westward again. And we're talking this time next week when it drifts westward. And the ridge, actually, you notice it builds up into Canada. So that heat's going to spread even farther north up into parts of Canada there along the front range of the Rockies. But the significance of this, even beyond next Sunday and Monday, we're talking 7 to 10 days from now, there are indications that the heat high is going to stay centered over the western U.S., which, because around high pressure in the northern hemisphere, you get clockwise circulation. That puts us in this northerly flow aloft. And sometimes, cross your fingers, sometimes we can get leftovers of North Texas storms. But it's not going to have a big impact on our temperatures. So 104 to 105 through the middle of next week. By next Friday and into the weekend, we'll be closer to 102. This is the drought monitor. It's updated every Thursday. But what really stands out here is we're starting to dry out these bright yellow areas, which didn't have any coloring on this map weeks ago. But also this extreme and exceptional drought in the hill country, Kerrville over to Spring Branch included, even Canyon Lake. And that's the one part of Texas that needs rain the most. Where we've really been fortunate is Lubbock to Amarillo, parts of the Panhandle, another round of thunderstorms this evening. They've really cashed in over the past several weeks with some good rainfall. But unfortunately, that's not heading our way anytime soon. There's that glimmer of hope for maybe slight rain chances 8, 9, 10 days from now. We'll keep you updated on that. Cross your fingers. 78 in the morning tomorrow, 104 the high, but feeling like it's about 106 for a little bit. Southeast wind at 10 to 15. Del Rio, 107. Eagle Pass, 106. Beeville and Gonzales, 104, and even the hill country, low 100s. Timberwood Park, 102, Stone Oak, 103 tomorrow. Splash pad or pool kind of weather, of course, but as you know, Tim, the water's heating up in those pools, isn't it? Yeah. I suggest get some block ice. It's hard to find block ice, right? But a block of ice, maybe make your own, and then sit on it in the pool. Or hold it. Hold it, wrap it, or embrace it in your arms.
Or maybe
gone from telling us to bathe in ice cream to hugging blocks of ice.
Welcome to Caskey on a Saturday, huh?
Ice cream does sound good, though.
Yes, it does. All right, Larry, San Antonio FC hosting a friendly.
Yeah, and we all had some fun with this. SAFC hosting SAFC. And I'll tell you what, it was a lot of fun to watch this international friendly. San Antonio FC taking on Sunderland AFC. And in baseball, Mariners pitcher Bryce Miller is set to return. Coming up.
It's really a different experience, a 2-2. And this one lined to first. What a play.
Nathaniel Lowe showing off his glove work for the Texas Rangers in Big Board Sports. PC was back in action tonight as a defender, though, for San Antonio FC for their international friendly with Sunderland AFC, and the visitors strike first. 15th minute, Chris Rigg with a nice run in the box before slotting it under the keeper for a 1-0 lead. He is just 16 years old. San Antonio strikes back in the 25th minute when PC connects from long distance on a free kick. He wasn't that far from midfield, and this match is tied at 1-1 as you look one more time. What a beautiful strike. First half stoppage time, Sunderland scores again on what appears to be an own goal. Hard to tell. And Sunderland AFC leads this one 2-1 at halftime, and Sunderland wins by the final of 3-1. San Antonio returns to league play next Saturday. And it's a special day for Major League Soccer, and Inter Miami CF announcing that Lionel Messi is officially here to join the club and the league. He's already been spotted shopping at Publix. There it is, a supermarket in the southeastern United States with 800 plus stores in Florida. Seattle Mariners pitcher Bryce Miller is expected to come off the 15-day injured list and will start tomorrow against the Detroit Tigers. Miller from New Braunfels High School hasn't pitched since June 30th after developing a blister on his right middle finger. The rookie is 5-3 with a 3.97 ERA in 59 innings through his first 11 big league starts. The Rangers hosting the Guardians this afternoon at Globe Life Field. Sorry, Gerber. Bottom of the first inning, bases loaded for Adolis Garcia, and he fights one off and sends the ball up the middle. Cleveland gets the out at second base, but not at first. A run scores on a fielder's choice, and it's 1-0 Rangers. Bottom two, same score, bases loaded again when Marcus Semien lifts the ball to right field. David Fry races in to make the grab in foul territory. Then he fires home, bad throw. Jonah Heim scores on the error to make it 2-0 Texas, and that was more than enough for the home side, and the Rangers win it 2-0. Texas will go for the 3-game sweep tomorrow. And out west, the Astros lead the Angels 11-9 in the top of the 8th inning at last check. And in Texas League action, the Northwest Arkansas Naturals outscored the Missions by a final of 4-1. In tennis, Marketa Vondrousova has become the first unseeded woman to win Wimbledon. She defeated Ons Jabeur 6-4, 6-4 in the final. Marketa is a 24-year-old left-hander from the Czech Republic who is ranked 42nd in the world. She trailed in each set at center court but collected the last 4 games of the first set, then the last 3 games of the second set to win her first Grand Slam title.
And it's obvious he can really play.
Boy, this is right at it if it gets there. How about that?
Are you kidding me?
No, he's not kidding. NBA superstar Steph Curry can also drain golf balls from distance. He hit a hole-in-one at the American Century Championship Celebrity Tournament off the shores of Lake Tahoe, and then he just went crazy celebrating. He aced the par 3, 152-yard 7th hole. Curry leads the tournament heading into the final round tomorrow. How about that? Bounces once, goes into the hole, and Curry goes crazy.
Only thing missing was the mouth guard hanging out of his mouth. Thanks for the Guardians lowlights, Larry.
Sorry,
Appreciate that.
All right, we'll be right back.
Hot. More heat, triple digits continuing. Record high likely to be broken tomorrow as we hit 104. Another record likely on Tuesday, making it to 105. And then even Friday, 102. That would tie the record for the day. Another CPS Energy peak demand day, yellow day. Try to conserve between 3 and 8 p.m. in particular. I always say it's a good excuse to not do laundry, right? At that time of day. There you go. You're welcome, everybody.
Copy, paste, repeat. Thank you, Adam. Thank you for joining us tonight. We appreciate it.
Good night.